tonight and cooler conditions for the rest of the week. Like I've been saying tonight, expect rain at 47 degrees. And if you have a dog, make sure that you're bringing your rain jacket and umbrella. Stay warm, stay dry. Tomorrow, expect about 63 degrees, a cool down from today, and mostly sunny with slight wind. So again, if you're walking on campus, be sure to bring a sweatshirt. So for our show, we have a cool down, overnight rain tonight, and a live look at severe weather in Alabama. All of that starting now on FSU Weather.
Hello and welcome to our edition of FSU Weather Wednesday edition. I'm student meteorologist Evan Thomason.
And I'm student meteorologist Melissa Geiger.
And we had a very beautiful day today. Partly cloudy skies abound throughout campus, definitely. It was, I would say, a good day to go out weather-wise, definitely. But the temperature's getting up there today.
Definitely. It has been a lot hotter today than we've been seeing, but there is a cold front that's going to be making its way through tonight. We're going to be seeing highs in the 60s tomorrow and lows in the 40s. Something we haven't seen in quite a few weeks. Definitely not average for this time of year.
Oh, absolutely. We're getting our lows down actually to the 30s. So it's very interesting regardless in itself. We haven't had lows down in the 30s period in this for a while, since the past 2 weeks, 3 weeks maybe even?
That's right. We've been seeing a lot warmer temperatures. It's been really hot outside compared to what we've seen in the past few months. A lot warmer than we would expect for spring conditions. But overall, it will be cooling off, but going right back up to those conditions later in the week.
Oh, absolutely. So get out those heavy coats. Hopefully you didn't pack them out too much yet, and hopefully you can scrub the dust off them and put them to some good use, basically.
Yeah, you're definitely going to need it. It's going to get cold.
Oh yeah, especially on the nights and the early mornings. You happen to be driving to work then. But now we're going to toss it off to Lindsay at the wall.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, we are currently sitting at 83 degrees in Tallahassee. Jacksonville is at 85 degrees. And Orlando, you're also at 85 degrees. So it's been a beautiful day for everybody in Florida for the most part. Beautiful conditions. And our dew point is showing that while it is hot and sunny outside, it is also quite muggy. Tallahassee sitting at 66 degrees for that dew point. Same thing for Jacksonville, 65. You guys are feeling that moisture as well. And while it's clear and beautiful tonight, this cold front's going to push in and bring some rain. And you can see this pink coloration over here. That is a severe thunderstorm warning and watch. So if you're in that area, please be aware. So now we're just going to take a closer look into our southeast, and we're going to see that South Carolina and North Carolina, like most people on the East Coast, you're experiencing rain, and that seems to be the theme for most of the southeast with this cold front that's pushing through. Alabama, Georgia, you're also experiencing rain, so be on the lookout for those watches and warnings like we've been saying. Alabama, north and south, you guys have some watches to look out for: flash flooding and thunderstorms. Be aware if you are in a flash flood warning. We've mentioned this on the Monday show a couple times. Please turn around, do not drown. Your car is not a boat, and I promise you your location is not as important as your safety. As for those thunderstorms warnings, severe thunderstorm warnings, just keep an eye out, always be safe, follow safety protocols. And as we move into Louisiana, crazy, you guys are experiencing rain as well. For the most part, all of the southeast is experiencing rain, and once again, look at this beautiful cold front. That band of rain is pushing through into tonight, leaving us with chilly conditions for tomorrow. And you can see that cold front push through. For the next 48 hours, expect rain throughout most of the southeast and cooler conditions. Kind of a shame because it was such a beautiful week we had last week, and now that rain is pushing out of the southeast region. By Friday, clear skies and hopefully a really well-deserved warm-up. But for today's storm outlook, Tallahassee, you're sitting in that greenish marginal area. Again, once we hit that slight yellow, be prepared, stay inside if you can, and overall, just be aware of your surroundings. Thunderstorms are not a joke. So now for tonight, expect Tallahassee to be at about 50 degrees for our low. Jacksonville, you're at 57. Aditi's parents, if you're watching, be sure to be aware of the temperature. If you're going on a walk, bring a sweatshirt. For tomorrow, Tallahassee, you're sitting at 62 degrees, and it's so beautiful. So for now, I am going to pass things off to Evan. He's going to give us a local look at Tallahassee.
Thank you very much, Lindsay. Here's our first nice local look over at Doak Campbell Stadium. Boy, the beautiful sun out throughout the skies tonight. Definitely want to take advantage of it while it's out there. And we have partly cloudy skies continuously over Doak Campbell Stadium and mostly around the entire area. 83 degrees, warming up a lot today thanks to a persistent wind at 15 miles an hour coming up from the south, bringing us very warm temperatures throughout the day today. Here's the big front that we're looking at future-wise. It's going to be coming in overnight tonight, so definitely be on the lookout. Definitely the first areas to see it will probably be Bainbridge starting off and then rolling on down around to Peria, starting out late in the more overnight hours throughout the night tonight. As we zoom out, we'll give you a little more closer look at that front here for you. It is huge, ranging all the way up to this New York City itself, and look how far down this goes actually as well, through Atlanta, all the way down into Houston as well. Pretty big system that we're dealing with here that starting to fizzle out, which is good possibly later on. Right now, I still do actually have a tornado warning in southeast Alabama, but we're looking at the timing going into the Big Bend later today, but basically a lot of southerly flow picking up, which is bringing up the temperature right in front of that front. So in the mid-80s for us here in the Big Bend region, 84 at Bainbridge, 83 as well at Tallahassee. So very warm. Hopefully maybe you had that sunscreen on actually today. Been like a very hot, muggy, humid feel for you out there today. 15-mile-an-hour winds in Tallahassee. Here's that southerly flow that we have for you. Quincy up at 6 as well. Maybe even a little bit more breezier at the coast at St. Mark's at 10 miles an hour. Regardless, it's picking up. It's not feeling like it's picking up before rain because we still have that sunshine out for you, but soon enough, those rain and clouds will come in for you. So here's the next 24 hours. Here's the timing of that front coming in probably around 10, 11 o'clock in tonight, especially probably 9, 8 maybe for Bainbridge. As we get on through the night, look, it quickly fizzles out. The timing of the fizzling is going to be dependent on how long that strength really lasts, but probably expect some heavier showers, definitely throughout Quincy and Tallahassee, but once it gets there, it looks like it's going to fizzle out on the eastern side to Valdosta and Perry. And by the time the early morning hours hit, we'll get rid of it and have a nice, beautiful day tomorrow, but going to be dealing with lower temperatures. We'll get to that in a second. So marginal risk out for Tallahassee up into Valdosta, all the way up into Alapa or something like that. Anyways, sticking all the way to Panama City as well as Tallahassee. So as much as we're not going to be dealing too much with as much of a tornado risk, it still can happen, but it's definitely less likely than, or we do have a tornado warning currently, which we'll get to more on the desk currently. But look at the after effects of this cold front moving through. 63 on Thursday as our high, 61 also on Friday, but the main thing, look at that, 30s down for our lows on Thursday night and into Friday night for you. So very chilly temperatures out, but once that weekend hits, it's going to start to warm back up and warm back up before we get back into the 80s next week. But now we're going to head off to the desk with Melissa and Lindsay.
That's right. So as Evan was saying, there are currently 2 tornado watches going on. One is in South Alabama in Coffee and Dale County, and the other is in South Carolina in Aiken County. So be aware of that if you're in those areas. Make sure you get to your safe space and you're safe from that storm. But for now, we're going to take a break and talk about something completely different. We're going to talk about snowfall and avalanches this year. So far this year, 36 people have died in avalanches. That's tied for the most people dead in a year since 1970. That's just absolutely devastating.
It is, and these avalanches are normally caused by early season snowfall with a dry spell following. So if you recognize you're in that type of situation, be aware of your surroundings.
That's right. Any movement of the snow at all can cause a downward movement and start that avalanche up that can be extremely deadly to anyone in its path. If you're out on the snowy slope, make sure you have the proper equipment so if that does happen, you can increase your chances of survival. But overall, it's just a really devastating event that you really need to look out for if you're in a region that has a lot of snowfall.
Absolutely, and with ski and snowboard season coming to a close, everyone should beware as it starts to get drier and warmer outside. Just recognize your surroundings. Hopefully you can see the signs. Overall, be cautious. It is a tragedy to hear that so many people have unfortunately passed because of avalanches this year.
That's right. So overall, it's been a very devastating thing, but we have continuing severe weather even today with that severe weather threat going on right now for parts of the southeast, including a severe thunderstorm warning, severe thunderstorm watch, and a flood watch going on currently.
Yes, so we can see these in Mobile, Alabama, all the way to Albany, Georgia. So again, if you're in that flash flood warning, please turn around, don't drown. That's the motto. But for now, we're going to pass things off to Evan.
Thank you very much, Lindsay, for that. That's awesome look for us. Yeah, so had a lot of snow going around in the early parts of the winter for the west around Denver and Albuquerque. But you see right now, a bit of a dry spell, especially for them currently. 51 degrees in Denver with very sunny skies over there where a high pressure system is dominating most of the west, but that's because most of the activity is over to the east. Along this front, you see the temperature decreasing very sharply here today. 83 degrees in Tallahassee, but just a few hours north. 63 in Atlanta. Might need some sleeves if you happen to be going up there as well. Here's that dew point contrast for you. All the moisture getting whopped up all around into that cold front just in front into the southeast and even up into the northeast where we'll have some showers, which we'll talk about in a second. But very nice, relaxing, and calm behind it where most of our dew points 0 in Albuquerque, 15 in Kansas City, even 26 in Memphis. That's what we're looking for some of our dew points to getting down to, possibly within the southeast itself, even when in Tallahassee. Wind speeds and directions, this is a very good indicator of where the front is. We have very powerful winds in front of the front, where you can see in Tallahassee and Atlanta, 16-mile-an-hour winds and 7-mile-an-hour winds in Atlanta, pushing right in front of that front along with D.C. and Boston. But right behind it, breezy gusts bringing in cold air for us there. 17 in Kansas City as well as 17 in New Orleans, bringing in much cooler air behind this huge cold front, which is, yeah, even though it's very strong, even though it's very wide, it is also still very powerful. We do have a couple warnings we'll get to for in the southeast in particular, but look how long this extends all the way up into the northeast, into Maine and Canada, starting all the way in Texas. Meanwhile, out west, sticking fairly calm, mainly thanks to a pocket of dry air that's sticking behind this front actually for us, blanketing Arizona and New Mexico and into Texas as well. Even most of Colorado and Wyoming getting fairly dry out there. Meanwhile, all the moisture pretty much focused and centralized right along that cold front out toward the east. So actually going to start behind the cold front just in general. A little bit of some spotty showers just to look out for barely in Kansas and Nebraska, as well as some snow. That's going to be another theme of this, the snow wrapping around the back side of this front, which could get into the northeast actually and give us a good amount of cloud cover as well there. Chicago possibly looking out for some snow, but mainly the state of Michigan looking for some rain there, for some snow there, excuse me. Lots of rain blanketing across the state of New York, all the way down to New York City itself, Washington, down to Norfolk as well. But most of the watches and warnings mainly focused with some heavier thunderstorms throughout the southeast. Severe thunderstorm warning actually in southeast Alabama at Dothan, as well as severe thunderstorm watches all the way from the Florida Panhandle to southern Alabama as well. So look out for that, where our storm outlook today basically just looks like a Band-Aid blanketing that entire southeast for us. So the real temperatures are going to be seen, changes in temperatures going to be seen throughout the night tonight. 30s, Memphis and Atlanta as well, possibly sticking around the same low as Minneapolis tonight as well. But I think the real change is going to be in the highs for tomorrow. 50s for Atlanta and Memphis, but look at that, Tallahassee and New Orleans getting down to the low 60s. Now we're going to pass back off to Lindsay for a more local look.
Thank you so much, Evan. So currently, we're looking at our almanac with our high at 85 today, which is above the average, which is normally about 77 degrees this time of year. And our low tonight is 62, where the average is about 49. So overall, we are much higher than we normally are. And we can tell by this beautiful radar that's showing no rain for now, But as we look further out, we are going to see this cold front that's going to bring some rain in, and that rain is going to dunk on us like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar would. So overall, be cautious of the rain that's coming in. Tallahassee, we're currently sitting at 83 degrees. Absolutely gorgeous outside. Love this temperature so much. Quincy, you're in the same situation. Most of the Big Bend is experiencing these high 70s to low 80s. Overall, a gorgeous day all around. Our dew points, we are sitting at 66 degrees. And it's evident, it's muggy outside. My hair is frizzing up as we speak. For our wind speed and direction, Tallahassee, it's about 15 miles per hour. So feeling a little nice breeze. It feels good with that 84 degrees outside. Quincy, you're at 10 miles per hour. And St. Mark's, you're at 10 miles per hour as well. So beautiful breeze conditions. And as we can see, that cold front is passing through over the next 24 hours, bringing torrential rain for some areas, and then clearing out to bring us some really cool conditions, cooler than what we've experienced for the past week. But for tonight, Tallahassee, roughly cloudy skies, about 50 degrees for our low. And while I'm from the north, and that's pretty lovely for me, all of you southern folk, be sure if you're going outside to bring a sweatshirt because I know it can be chilly for you. St. Mark's, you're at 52 for your low as well. Again, most of the Big Bend region in the high 40s into low 50. Low 50s. Sorry about that. Tomorrow's forecast, 62 in Tallahassee. Again, from northern folk like me, beautiful conditions for this time of year. My mom is facing snow back home, so Mom, be careful. 61 in Monticello, 63 in Madison, and 63 in Perry. So cool down from what we are used to, but overall, gorgeous conditions, can't complain that much. Our marine forecast, it's about 66 degrees with wind coming out of the north at about 15 to 25 knots. Our seas are about 2 to 3 feet, and it's mostly sunny. So overall, gorgeous conditions for the week ahead. As we've spoken about, that cold front is going to bring a cool down. And as we move further into the weekend, we're going to see that it's going to heat up and bring us a gorgeous week next week. But for now, I'm going to pass things off to Melissa, and she's going to give us a closer look at Alabama.
That's right. Let's zoom out and take a look at Montgomery. See what's going on over there. See, welcome to Montgomery, everyone. So we're going to take a look at our next slide. You see our satellite radar, a lot of rainfall coming through today. You see that rainfall is moving out. Thankfully, Montgomery is actually on the back end of it, so you will be seeing clearer skies pretty soon, and you'll have nice clear skies and lowering dew points in the next few hours. Taking a zoom out, you see that there is a severe thunderstorm warning as well as severe thunderstorm watches going on. You see some severe thunderstorm warnings there as that storm is continuing to make its way across southern Alabama and off into the rest of the southeast, not looking to clear up anytime soon. Into northern Alabama, there is a flash flood watch going on. So if you're in those areas, turn around, don't drown. You don't want to get stuck in those flood waters. Once again, you can see those thunderstorm warnings in northern Florida and southern Alabama and Georgia to look out for this evening. Our temperature is 64 in Montgomery, 64 in Greenville, and 67 in Evergreen. It's a bit cooler up north with 50 in Birmingham. Seeing those cooler temperatures already. That's not going to be warming up a whole lot for tomorrow. Those wind speeds are keeping up with that front as it moves through. 17 in Troy, 16 in Greenville, 15 in Evergreen, and 23 in Selma. So you can see those winds as that front is making its way through. Our available CAPE is also decreasing as that front moves through, using up that storm energy as it moves across, leaving really dry and unenergetic air behind it. For the next 24 hours, you can see that cloud cover is going to continue to move out with those storms, and that cold front is going to leave behind really clear skies. At around 6 a.m. on Thursday, it should be pretty cleared up, really nice conditions, just going to be a bit on the cooler side. See, as that next 24 hours continues, by 6 p.m. on Thursday, clear skies across pretty much the whole southeast. Looking at really nice conditions compared to what we're seeing right now for today. For today's storm outlook, see that there was a slight risk for today as that cold front's moving through. This includes a chance for strong winds as well as hail that you may want to look out for. Montgomery is kind of in the middle between a slight and a marginal risk, so you could look at some more severe thunderstorms coming through, but that will be decreasing and eventually going away altogether as that front continues to move through. Taking a look at the week ahead, 56 on Thursday and 59 on Friday, seeing those really cold conditions, warming back up to be quite comfortable for your Easter Sunday. Great way to spend the day, and warming back up to the 80s by the end of the week. So now we're going to take it out and look at the rest of Florida with Evan.
Thank you very much, Melissa. Now, if you are Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and you're looking for a getaway to go to the Sunshine State in your nice little vacation home, then right now might be the time to do it. A little bit more in the future, we do have that front incoming from the in from a little bit farther north that could be delivering some rainy conditions for us overnight, but mostly, look at that, sunshine across the Sunshine State. Just a little bit of some cloud cover throughout there for much of the area. Heading into the 80s as well, very hot and starting to get into those spring-like conditions and beach-like type conditions, especially with how muggy it is. 70 in Fort Myers, that is disgusting for this time of year, but you see also 71 in Pensacola. Those dew points leading up to those higher temperatures, especially for now, and mostly keep that way around on the peninsula. So mainly shiny, there's mainly sun shining around the Sunshine State for the most part around the centralized cities, but a lot of tiny showers just lined up along the peninsula itself, mainly because still have some convection in front of this cold front that we see a little bit farther out to our north and west. So let's get into that radar for you. The Everglades providing some cloud cover and rain along your drive from Miami to Fort Myers maybe, but cities itself, Miami's actually staying pretty calm currently, which is actually pretty good, but could receive definitely some rain throughout the night tonight. 84 degrees. Also getting down maybe just a little bit cooler from the result of that cold front coming through. Actually, even to Miami, yes, you'll be getting a little bit of cold front too, but won't be the same temperature drop, getting down to about 75 degrees there. Heavy showers around Placid Lakes, and just dodging individual showers will be pretty much the name of the game throughout the night tonight, especially some in Palm Bay, a little bit farther on east in I-95, reaching up maybe even into Lake Wells as well. Cities, so Tampa can receive a little bit of some rain as well throughout the night tonight, but look at that, Friday and Saturday for you. Beautiful beach conditions for you, maybe a little bit chilly on the chillier side, but should be good for you. Friday, if you don't want to sweat and looking for a day of exercise, I'd probably say Friday's the day to do it. 64 degrees. Maybe that dew point dropping a little bit more might make it feel a little less muggy, and we'll have a little sweat on you as well. So get up to around the Jacksonville area. See a little bit of some showers that just move through from the east side, especially probably on the localized side just south of Jacksonville. But besides that, you're looking pretty clear for the night in itself. So just a slight 20% chance of rain, but besides that, getting on through and should be good. But Pensacola, this is where we main look at where that cold front is coming through. So very breezy out tonight conditions where the temperature is going to drop very quickly along the panhandle, heading into the 40s tonight and only getting up to the 60s tomorrow. Now we're going to toss stuff to Melissa with our last local look.
Thanks, Evan. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar would really love these conditions over Doak Campbell Stadiums right now. Look at that sun starting to set. Not a whole lot of cloud cover right now either. Fortunately, that's going to increase over the next 24 hours. It's currently 83 and partly cloudy over Doak Campbell Stadium. Really warm day compared to what we've had. Hopefully that'll start decreasing in the next 24 hours. For our temperatures today, 83 in Tallahassee. What a warm day. 76 in Apalachicola. And it's still even in the 80s up north at 82 in Bainbridge, 81 in Thomasville, and 83 in Valdosta. Just another really warm day. And our dew points aren't helping us out. 66 in Tallahassee and 73 in Apalachicola, just adding to the mugginess of the day because that water vapor can't evaporate off of your skin, just making it pretty miserable out. Our wind speeds 15 in Tallahassee right now, 10 in Quincy, and 10 in Donnellsville. That's starting to increase as that front is making its way closer, and we'll just see those continue to increase as that front moves through, so be aware of that. For our satellite radar, see that low cold front is moving its way through the southeast. That low pressure is making its way across the southeast, pushing those storms with it. But behind it, nice, dry, colder air that we should expect in the next few days. As we zoom in, you can see those severe thunderstorm warnings going on. And Tallahassee's actually pretty clear right now compared to a lot of the southeast. But you see that rainfall up north more, starting to make its way into Tallahassee, and it's going to continue. We see Sneads right now is also pretty clear. Still see that rainfall up north, still making its way towards us. Just going to really make our night quite miserable. So that cloud cover is going to move through in the next 24 hours, and behind it, clear skies. That sun will finally make its way back out into our sky. We'll have a nice cool day by Thursday at 6:30, and then by 6 p.m. on Thursday, clear skies and decreasing temperatures. It's going to be 47 degrees tonight, with rain continuing to move through and 5 to 15 mile per hour winds. So if you're going out tonight, make sure you grab a warm rain jacket because it's going to be chilly and wet. For 8 p.m. tomorrow, partly cloudy and 48, noon 57, and 5 p.m. 63, so not warming up a whole lot tomorrow. And for the week ahead, you see it's cool in the 60s for tomorrow and Thursday, warming up to 75 for your Easter Sunday, and then heading back up into the 80s by next week. Overall, looking at some warm temperatures coming back around, but at least our Easter Sunday is looking out to be a great day. Now we're going to turn it over to Lindsay and Evan at the closing desk.
Thank you very much, Melissa, definitely for that 7-day. Wow, I always think it's very special when we have on our 7-day absolutely no rain chances.
Doesn't seem to be the case for tonight, but
yeah. Well, after tonight,
as
that's
we
what
go
I mean.
into the
Yes.
week, it's going to be gorgeous conditions. The sun is going to be out. I think it's going to be beautiful because this time of year back home, you can't go out and hoop like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. But in these conditions, it's beautiful. It's sunny. It's a little chilly, but you can get by with wearing a nice legging and sweatshirt.
Yeah, just still nice. But I mean, recently we haven't had sweatshirt type weather actually for a while. Which
Sweater
is actually,
weather is back, everyone.
Yeah.
The best
just
time
for
of
a
the
few
week.
days. Enjoy it while it lasts, because it looks like I thought last cold spell was going to be our last cold spell, but we're getting back to the 30s.
Yeah, that's cold. 30s is cold. But yeah, as we look at the week ahead, we are going to see that cool down like we've been talking about throughout the show. And it starts to warm up on the weekend. By Sunday, I'm sure everyone will be very happy to see that it is 75 degrees for our high. And it's only increasing as we go up.
Absolutely. We'll probably get to the 80s by the end of the week for you. So if you want to follow us on any of our social media platforms, please do. I also heard that we got a new TikTok as well.
We do have a TikTok as well. It's very exciting, but we love hearing from everybody. So please follow us on Instagram at FSU Weather and send us your weather pictures. We love receiving the pictures, and who knows, we may even post them.
Yeah, absolutely. Post some memes absolutely as well about weather coming in. But stay weather wise, stay weather safe. I'm student meteorologist Evan Thomason.
And I'm student meteorologist Lindsay Parmet, and have a great night, Tallahassee.